Hello ladies and gents, in this video I'm going to show you a simple way of how to model a 3D coffee cup using Onshape. So the first thing you need to do is switch your camera angle to the front view by clicking on the front of the view cube, and then click the sketch button and apply a sketch to that front plane. Now use the rectangle tool and we'll just use a corner rectangle. I'm going to click on the center point and create a rectangle. We'll apply some dimensions to this. I'm going to make that 3.5 centimeters in width, and we'll make it 9 centimeters in height. There we go. So now I can reposition the camera, and this is going to be half of our coffee cup. So I'm just going to give it a rounded corner. To do that, go to the arc tool and choose the bottom option, which is the conic. Now go to the edge of the cup where you'd like the curve to start. Click once and you can see I've got the line highlighted, and then move towards the bottom, select the bottom line and click again. And then you can see as I move the mouse cursor around, the conic changes shape. If I just zoom in, I'll just go to that center point there. It locks straight on that little anchor in the corner of the rectangle, and click to apply that. A measurement box will appear, just press enter and we'll leave that as it is. Now go to the trim tool, so that's the scissor icon, and then just delete those two lines from that corner. Okay, so if we zoom out, we can see that we've got half of the coffee cup, but it's just one 2D surface at the minute, so we're going to create the wall of the coffee cup, that interior wall. So to do that, we're going to use the offset tool. So click the offset tool and then click on the edge of our coffee cup and bring the mouse cursor over to the left, and I'll set that to, let's say, 0.3. You can make it whatever you like, and then click on the curve at the bottom and it will add the offset for that curve, and then the bottom of the cup, and there we go, we've added the offset for the bottom. So that's going to make the wall of our cup. Now go to the line tool and choose, oh, I didn't apply those dimensions. I'll just press enter to that to apply that. So go to the line tool, select that, and then click on the construction icon as well. And what I'm going to do around the halfway point of the interior wall, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, I'm going to create a construction line running right down the center of that. So you might need to reposition the camera a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to put a construction line running perfectly vertically through the center of that cup. And when you've done that, press the escape key. So you can see now I've got a construction line. The reason I've created that is I'm going to put a plane on that line where the handle is going to extend from. So all that's left to do at this point is trim away the parts of this sketch that we don't need. So go to the trim tool, get rid of the top line, there we go, and the inner line, and we're just going to redraw that inner line but as a construction line. So click on the line tool, go back to the construction line and click and just drag a line straight up. Any length is fine, there we go, because we're going to use this as a rotation axis later on. Okay, so with that done, that's the sketch done. You can give that a name, so I'm going to call this just coffee cup, and click the green check mark to apply that. I'll click on the isometric view on the view cube, and there we go. So we've got what will eventually become the body of the cup. Okay, on to the next stage. Now we need to add a plane on that construction line that's located within the wall of the cup. So go to the plane tool, and in the plane options, you might have it currently set to offset. You need to choose line angle. We need a line angle plane. So it's the third one in the list. So click on line angle, make sure you see that in the drop down menu. And then you can select that construction line. And if you're struggling to select it, just zoom in. You can see mine's highlighted in orange. So it's the construction line you need to select, and then click to apply that plane. And once you've done that, you can just apply that by clicking on the green check mark. And now we've got a plane that we can use to draw the beginnings of the handle. So if I just click on plane 1, there it is, that's the plane. And if I look at it from the front, you can see it's running right through the center of the cup body, the wall. So I'm going to spin that camera around, and I'm going to look at it from the right view. I'll just deselect that plane. And now on this, this line, I can draw the start of the handle. So to do that, I'm going to need to add a sketch. So click the sketch button, and on that plane, just click, and now we're going to use the circle tool, and I'll use a center point circle. So if you look at the list, you've got 3 options. It's the first one, center point circle. And I'm just going to click and put the start of the handle there. Oh, I deselected it. Let me try that again. Click it, make sure it's highlighted, and then click on the line and draw that. Any size is fine at the minute. We'll change this with the dimension tool. So click on the dimension tool, and I'm going to make this just 1 centimeter, and then press enter. And we can do that again. We'll make another one further down the cup body. So we'll make it there. Again, any size is fine. We'll just change it with the dimension tool. So 1 centimeter, like that. Okay. And then I'll give that a name. So we'll call it cup handle, like that. And then click on the green check mark. And now if I switch back to an isometric view, you can see we've got the beginnings of the handle there. All right, so how do we do this handle? Very simple. On the front plane, we're now going to add a new sketch and then use the spline tool. So switch to the front plane and click the sketch button, and then click to create your sketch. And you can see I've got those 2 points now that I can select on that inner line, on that plane. You can see me hovering the mouse cursor over them. All I'm going to do is add a spline to that. So go to the spline tool. Actually, not the spline tool. We're going to use a 3-pointed arc. So click on the 3-pointed arc, because it's just going to be a simple curve. So we don't need to use the spline. You could use the spline if you were making a really elaborate handle with multiple curves and you're going for a real nice aesthetic look. But I'm just going to use a 3-pointed arc and keep it simple. So click that. Click on the first dot. And move down to the second dot. Just be very careful that you are clicking on the those points inside the central line that we created. And then click that, and then move the mouse cursor out and just create the handle. So I'm just going to make a semicircle, and then click to apply. Okay, so with that done, I'm just going to give that a name. I'll call that handle curve, and then click on the green check mark. And if we switch to the isometric view, there we go. All we need to do now is use the sweep tool to create the handle. And you need to do this before you make the actual 3D body of the cup, otherwise this process doesn't work. So you can't make the cup body as a 3D model and then do the handle process. So the handle process is first. So click on the sweep tool. We've got solid selected and new. So we're just going to hover over, you might need to zoom in a bit, hover over the circle that you've created, and you can see it's highlighted here. Click once, and then click on the red box in the sweep properties, click on sweep path, and then click on the curve that you just created. And then you'll get your handle. And the reason we've done this along a construction line is that if we attached it to the outer edge of the cup, if you zoom in later on, you'll see that as the surface of the cup, the edge is curved, and the end of the handle is flat, there are small sections that aren't making contact with the handle, which is why we want the handle to extend into the cup, but obviously not through the cup all the way that you'd see it when you look down inside the cup. So with that done, just click on the green check mark, and there we go, we've created our handle. All right, so I'm going to zoom out slightly, and now I'm going to use the Revolve tool. So click on the Revolve tool, and again, solid and new, and we're going to choose the outer edge of the cup, so you can see it's highlighted all in orange there. Click that, that's what we're going to revolve, and click on Revolve Axis, and the Revolve Axis is that central construction line that we created earlier. So if you click that, now we've got a cup body, and there's our coffee cup, perfect. So if I click on the green check mark to apply that, and I can zoom out a little bit, you can see here, if I rotate the camera around, I've got a cup. The handle doesn't protrude through the wall. If I zoom in, so let me switch to a isometric view. If I zoom in there and rotate the camera, you can see that the handle perfectly touches every part of that cup because the handle's extending inside the interior wall. So that was the purpose of that construction line in the interior wall there. So at this point, you can either just end the tutorial and your coffee cup is done, or we can zoom in slightly, and we're just going to round off the top of this cup with a fillet, so it's a little bit more comfortable to drink from if it was a real cup. So you want to make sure that you've selected the whole edge of the cup, so not just the outer line or the inner line, so they both need to be highlighted, which is why I've zoomed in, otherwise they're difficult to select. And then click once, and you might get this mess because the size, the radius is too large at the minute. So all I'm going to do is change that to 0.1 and then press enter, and that mess should clear up and you should have a nice rounded fillet at the top of the cup now. So if I just click on the green check mark to apply that, I can zoom out now and you can see it looks a little bit more comfortable to drink from instead of those right angles at the top. All right, so that's it. That's how you make a coffee cup in Onshape. You can give that a go yourself.